Greetings everyone and welcome to my channel. I'm sorry it's been so long since I've made a video, but I've been dealing with some family issues over the last month, and so I'm going to do my best to try to get back on track, and we'll see what happens. Today I want to talk to you about grounding. Okay, a lot of people don't seem to know how to do this, so this is what I want to try to help you with. Okay, so I'm Lady Starfire, and I'm here with some more witchy tips. All right, grounding. When we find ourselves just kind of out of sorts and just, maybe filled with negative energy or rattled, things are just not going well for us, we have to get rid of that negative energy, okay? And some of the easiest ways to do that is to literally go out and hug a tree. Disclaimer, make sure it has no poison ivy or poison oak on it. But go hug the tree. Wrap your arms around that tree and just let it take all of that energy. Just send it into the tree. Now, some of you are going to go, but I don't want to give a tree negative energy. That's horrible. Well, to the tree, it's just energy. And it's going to take it down into its roots and it's going to grow. Okay? That energy is just energy to that tree. All right. So you're actually helping the tree to grow more. But it really does work. I mean, yeah, there's a reason they call us tree huggers. But, it's what we do. Okay. We have to ground out the energy. If you don't have a tree that you can go hug, go out, get your hands and your feet in the grass or the dirt or whatever, and ground it into the ground, literally. Okay. Surely you don't live where there's no grass or dirt or trees or whatever, but if you don't, get you a pot of dirt, okay? Whether it's a potted plant or pot of dirt, and put your hands in it, grab it, okay? If that's not something that feels right to you either, get you a rock, okay? It doesn't really matter. A shungite, a tourmaline, obsidian, onyx, any black stone would be best. But if you don't have any of those, just go get you a rock, okay? And hold it and send that energy into that rock, okay? It also works. You just have to ground it out. Sometimes when we're covered with a lot and we just feel icky, take you a sandalwood sea salt bath. If you don't have a bathtub, get you a tea bag or a tea ball, put it in it, hang it up here on the shower head, and let it run down over you. Watch your eyes. Stuff will burn, okay? But just let it run down and get all that off of you and send it down the drain. Do this, get those black sticky cobwebs all over your body. Get it all off and send it down the drain, okay? Sometimes you're not where you can even get in the bath right then. Maybe you're at work and you got a nasty coworker. Go in the bathroom. Just sweep yourself, okay? Just sweep it all off, all right? Get it off. Gather it up in a ball, throw it down the commode, down the sink, whatever, okay? But always find some way. The word, well, I can't, does not exist, okay? And if you're saying I can't, what you're really saying is, I don't really want to. All right? So if you just don't really want to, then don't complain about being bogged down with negative energy. Because it only takes a minute, okay? It doesn't take long at all to just simply get rid of it. You can also, I make a spiritual water. Sparks above your head. It makes it just come off of you. It's something real fast to do. But you can also try to avoid the negative energy by, that's yours. You keep that. I refuse to accept that into me, okay? And that's okay to do too. And you don't have to physically throw your hand up in somebody's face. You can mentally do it, Say you're at work, you're in a meeting, and you're just like, oh my God, these people. In your mind's eye, see that hand going up, going, y'all keep all that stuff. I'm just not accepting it into me because I'm going to be happy today. All right? Because of or in spite of you, I am going to be happy and I'm going to be strong and I'm going to have a great day. Okay? Y'all keep your negative stuff. Just by pushing it back to where it came from helps a lot. But just remember that grounding is important. Before you go into a ritual, before you do spell work even, you need to ground out the energies that you don't need, so that you are clear and balanced and ready to work that spell, okay? Or do that ritual, because you don't want to carry all that negative baggage into ritual, all right? So just take responsibility for you and what is going on with you. What's going on in your life, what's going on in what direction you want your life to be, okay? I ground all the time. One of the ways I ground is I go and give my husband a really big hug, because he's very grounding for me. He energizes me, but when I need to ground, he grounds it all out. Maybe you've got that person that when they wrap their arms around you, or maybe they sweep it down for you, okay? It's all ways of doing this, and it's okay. Find what works for you. Sometimes if it's not necessarily negative energy, but maybe we're just all hyped up. We've got this, oh my gosh, things are just going crazy and I've got all this excess energy. Well, maybe you want to save that. Let's take us a jar, gather all that up into this ball and put it down in that jar, okay? And put a lid on it. Now that energy is stored right there. Maybe sometime you're just dragging. Oh my God, how am I going to make it through today? I didn't sleep good, whatever's going on. Hey, I have some energy stored. Let me go get this. Take it up, bring it in. Yay, now go about your day, okay? It works. There's so many ways of doing something with the energy. Positive, negative, and otherwise, all right? If you're having an exceptionally happy day, everything is awesome. Hey, I got a raise today. My new digital marketing, I just made a sale. I made 2-3 sales. Oh my gosh, it's so exciting. And I've got all this energy and it's like, yes, and I'm happy. You know what? I'm going to take my jar, okay? And I'm going to gather up all, not all the happiness. I want to keep some for me right now, but I'm going to gather up a bunch of that excess energy and I'm going to put it in there, okay? We're going to put it here. And then one day when I'm just down, things aren't going all that great, I'm dealing with stuff and I'm just like, blah. Hey, you know what? I can get me a little happiness right here, okay? I got my ball, I take it in. All right, it's really simple. A lot of people want to make things difficult, or they think they got to run out and always burn candles for everything because, Witch talk tells you that's what you got to do or whatever. No, you don't. Do we like candles? I love my candles, okay? I love my incense. I love my herbs. I love doing things with my physical items. But sometimes you're somewhere where you can't. You're at work. You're sitting at the hospital. You're wherever, okay? And you can't go light your candles and your incense and, whatever else it is that you like doing. So we have to find ways, okay? Carry a crystal or a stone of some sort in your pocket. Carry 2. 1 to put negative into, 1 to take positive from. Or you just use a shungite and it'll do both, okay? It'll take away the negative and it'll give you back positive. So there's always ways to do things. You just have to think, and a lot of it is just common sense, okay? Do we have to have full big rituals for everything? No. If you're like me and you like having the rituals and, wearing your robes or skyclad if that's your thing or whatever, then by all means do that. when it's feasible. It's just not always feasible because things happen when we're not where we can do all of that. Now, you can, no matter where you're at, do it right here. Okay? You can cast a circle right here in your head. You can see yourself lighting a candle that's been charged. You can see yourself doing whatever when you're at a place that you can't physically do it. You know, I cast a circle around my house while I was driving down the road 2 states away. Okay? Because there was tornadoes. And while I'm driving, no, I didn't close my eyes to do it because I'm driving. But I took and visualized my property, okay? And I cast my circle around my property. I put a dome up over it, and and asked that my guardians, my deities, keep it safe. The tornado disappeared. And I mean, it was just across the highway from my house. I was talking to my roommate, and she was telling me how the sky was red, and I mean, it was just like probably a mile or less from the house. Well, I waited and waited for a call, terrified, not knowing for sure what happened. Finally, I called her, and she was like, the sun's shining. It just vanished. And I thanked all the deities. And of course, I was traveling with one around me because there were tornadoes behind us, to the left of us, to the right of us, and it was just horrible that year. But, so you can do something no matter where you are, okay? As long as you know how to do it, you know what you're doing, okay? You practice and practice to where you know exactly what to do, and you can see yourself doing it, okay? Then it doesn't matter where you are, okay? So just remember that, you are responsible for you and for your energies and what you do with those energies. And so grounding, bottling, visualizing is all also works, okay? Does it always take the place of physically doing it? No. There are times that you need to physically go hug that tree, or go put your hands and feet in the dirt or the grass or whatever, physically cast that circle, all right? But when you're someplace that you can't, it's emergency, I need it right now, I need this done now, and I can't get there, go there in your mind, astral travel, and be there and do what you need to do. And I promise you will notice a difference because it works. How do I know it works? Because I've done it many times. Okay? So I hope this helps you with, what to do with, negative energies, positive energies, happy, sad, whatever, how to deal with them. Okay? And while we're here, if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe and like my videos. I appreciate it when you do that, and it helps the algorithm a lot. Okay? And leave me a comment. Let me know, how do you ground? How do you ground, or what do you do with excess energies, when you can and when you can't. Okay? So give me some ideas on what you do, and maybe it'll help somebody else too. Okay? So until the next video, I hope everyone has a wonderful and blessed day, and blessed be.